guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick how-to video. I am a journeyman plumber. This is my profession. This is what I do every day, and I thought it'd be useful to somebody to show you guys how to disconnect a water heater, being electric or gas. This one is gas, so we'll go through the proper steps of how to disconnect it and drain this water heater. So stay with me, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. You'll need 3 basic tools for this job. A pair of good channel locks, a good screwdriver, and a hose to drain the water heater. And let's go, and I'll show you guys step by step how to disconnect it, drain it, and remove it. Okay, so first thing you want to do on a water heater is shut the fuel source head and shut this off. If you have an electric water heater, you would go to your electric panel at your house and shut that off, and make sure it's off with an electrical tester. So as you can see, the valve is off, so we have no more fuel going into the water heater. We are safe to work on it. Next step you want to do is turn off the water supply to the water heater. On this one, it is at the top over here. It's cold water is always going to be on your right hand side. So this one, there's a valve right here. I already have it off, so we have no water coming in to the water heater. When we do disconnect it, we should be okay. You'll have some residual water left in the lines, but that's okay. What you want to do is take off the gas supply or the fuel source going into the water heater. We already have it off, so we shut that valve off, so we're good to disconnect all this. Okay, so we took the gas supply off. It's called the gas whip. So that is off. Okay, next step is to connect our hose to the drain valve on the water heater. So I'll go ahead and connect that. And give it a good quarter turn with your channel locks. You want to grab your screwdriver. Most of them have a flathead type of connection on the top, so you want to go ahead and get that and turn it on so it starts draining. Now when you turn it on, it's not going to drain because this water heater is under a vacuum. So the way you want to break that vacuum, there's 2 ways, and I'll show you guys how to do that. First way to break the vacuum is to go to the water heater temperature relief valve, and you can go ahead and just flip that up so it holds straight out like that. And if you hear it gurgling, now it's draining. So that's one way to do it. There's another way. I'll go ahead and shut that off. I'll show you guys that other way. The other way to break the vacuum is to disconnect one of the supply lines going to the water heater, either the cold or the hot. Back that out. Job is that temperature relief valve. It's going to break that vacuum. The water heater will start to drain. Go ahead and do both of them. Okay, that's it. That's how you disconnect a gas water heater. An electric water heater is exactly the same. It's just the fuel source. You have electricity fueling the water heater to create hot water instead of gas. So instead of turning off your gas valve in an electric water heater, you would go to your electrical panel and flip the breakers on that, and then always double checking with the electrical tester before you actually mess with the wiring. It's just something. That's how you disconnect a water heater. Say you wanted to flush your water heater instead of pulling it out or doing something like that. So if you just wanted to flush it, and I recommend you flushing your water heater at least once a year. You leave your supply lines on. Okay. you would let your water heater drain out completely. Once it's drained, you would turn on your water source to your water heater, turn it on, and leave it on for about a minute. What's going to happen is that water is going to rush down the water heater, go to the bottom, and stir everything up. It would get all the little particles, the junk stirred up. You would then shut off your valve and let it drain out completely again. Once it's drained out again, you would repeat that process one more time or two more times as needed. You would go to the end of the hose and check it with a bucket, see if there's any settlement or any sludge or anything coming out of there. Once the water comes out clear, then you can stop the flushing process. So that's how you flush a water heater. So we're gonna actually pull this water heater out. We're doing a repipe on this house today. The homeowners were kind enough to let me paint this scenario here, how to disconnect the water heater. Your water heater should also have a seismic strap kit or an earthquake strap kit. If it doesn't, check your local code and see if it's required. Here where I am, it is required. So we gotta take this off before we pull the water heater out after it all burns out. So I hope you guys found that useful. And if you did, go ahead and give it a big old thumbs up and leave me a comment if there's any questions or if there's any other plumbing related videos that you guys want to see.